Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be making homemade yogurt. This is a new skill we've picked up and this is the second time we've done it. Yogurt is pretty easy to make, especially if you have an Instant Pot or a dehydrator. Today we're going to be using the dehydrator method. We'll be using our Excalibur dehydrator to make homemade yogurt, 1% yogurt, although you can make 2% whole milk, whatever you like. And you can also make flavors, although we'll be keeping ours plain. We like to add our flavoring in after. So as a quick overview, the way that yogurt is made is by heating it up to kill off anything that's already in the milk, and then adding in the starter yogurt, which acts as a culture to make your final product. One thing to keep in mind as I show you all of the ingredients and the steps that we've taken to make yogurt is that the starter yogurt that you use in order to make yogurt is the way the finished product will turn out. So you want to use a good starter yogurt, something that you like the taste of and that you're familiar with and that you wouldn't mind eating in the finished product. We will be sterilizing all of the equipment we use today, which is recommended. However, we will not be showing that. We will be sterilizing the jars and the spoons, and anything we're using to make the yogurt will be sterilized, but just keep that in mind that you should sterilize just for safety. And if your dishwasher has a Sani-Rinse or a Sani-Cycle, something like that, that's the one you want to use in order to sterilize your jars and your equipment. Okay, so with that out of the way, join us as we make our own homemade yogurt.
So with the thermometer here, I tilted it so we're getting more of the center of it, because obviously if it's resting against the bottom, it's going to be the hottest point because of the burner. So kind of trying to get it that it's getting a center read. So on. Plus, it makes it a little easier to read with having less of the milk on the thing, so it's also just a little easier to read it when it's not all the way down. Okay, we are at 180, so we've achieved the temperature.
Okay, and that's the temperature we need to kill the bacteria already in the milk.
Yes.
So we just have to cool it down, and once it reaches 110, we can add the new culture. So right now we're going to take it off the heat and wait till it hits 110 so we can add the new cultures. Okay, so now the yogurt has reached 110 degrees or below it. Below is fine, it doesn't have to be exactly 110. The point is that it's still warm enough to encourage the bacterial cultures and cool enough that it won't kill the new cultures. Now I'm going to whisk 1 tablespoon of fresh cultures to 1 quart of milk, which means 4 tablespoons of this will get whisked into the milk. And again, this doesn't have to be exact. You want enough so it'll be able to, the bacteria will be able to colonize the milk well. And that's approximately the amount they suggest. That we read that they suggest to make that happen, and it has been successful for us in the past. And you definitely want to mix the cultures in as well as you can. In a second I'm going to whisk that. And I have my jars here ready to be filled with the yogurt mixture. The dehydrator here on the yogurt setting. Ready to go. Can take this out. And it helps to whisk your ingredients and just to make sure there weren't any clumps, which is why we got that heavy film on the top. And now I'm whisking in the bacterial cultures so that they'll be even inside the milk mixture. And every jar of yogurt will get a good chance. Apologize for the unsteadiness of the camera. I'm not using a tripod right now. And if you're wondering, does this make a mess? Yes, it can. Which is the reason I use a ladle and a funnel. I normally fill them up to about here to leave enough room at the top just in case, so there won't be any spills. And these are corn mason jars. These lids that I got are not regular mason jar lids. As you can see, they're solid tops. I got them on Amazon, and I prefer them for storing the yogurt that will be in these. I've got my dehydrator preheated, and I'm going to add the yogurt into the dehydrator. And it does create a really good yogurt, so I'll show it to you when it's done. Okay, so it is 10 o'clock the next morning, and I'm going to see what the yogurt's done. Looks pretty solid. So definitely have yogurt. Okay, let's see what kind of consistency we have. Let's see what it tastes like. Not bad. Not bad. So not bad, and overall I'd call this a success. Let me know if you have a different method for making yogurt or some pointers or a different recipe. I'd love to hear from you, and thanks for watching.